Okay, I'm gonna be reading out of the Necronomicon. As you see, it's plenty of books by the Necronomicon, about the Necronomicon. It is by Avon. Okay. Okay. The subject matter I'm dealing with today is I've been in this, dabbled in this again with a video before, but I like to give examples so certain things can make more sense with more examples. You can reach a certain person that probably didn't understand it at a different time. All right, a certain energy, a certain chaos being that didn't understand it at a different time. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, S.H. Hook in his excellent Middle Eastern mythology tells us that the Leviathan mentioned in Job. Okay, let's go to Job. This is not in, I'm not going in the direct Bible, but this is taken out of the Bible. Okay, Job 3 and 8. If you have a Bible, you should go ahead and check it out. Um, Let them curse it that curse the day, who are skillful to rouse Leviathan. Okay, Leviathan, that's what this is about. This is about Leviathan. So, who are skillful to rouse Leviathan. So that means who can use Leviathan, or like you say, rouse, or they call rebel rousing, getting things ratcheted up, or getting something started. So let them curse it that curse today. So they talking about the people that's going against Leviathan. Leviathan is looked at as the snake or the worm, like the second brain. You have a second brain in your stomach. You get like hungry, you hear that roar. It's like, you growl, stomach growling, whatever. That means your inner self, or your inner lower self, or guardian self is telling you it's time to eat. But if it's like people say, oh, I need to eat something. Well, that's when they say I'm hangry, or like hungry and angry at the same time. Well, that's what that is. When your stomach is growling, that's the monster inside of you, Leviathan. Okay, so let's break this down again. It's only one verse. Okay, let them curse it that curse the day. And Leviathan curses the day because it's more of destroying and destruction of the day, or of the sun. Okay, so that's the great serpent. So let them curse it that curse the day, who are skillful to rouse Leviathan. Okay, just had an idea. Okay, you see this? I'm blocking the company's name because I don't, of course, I don't get any pay from this. From any videos I make, I don't have any sponsors or nothing like that. It's just straight off the muscle. Some people say out the mud. No, this is out of hell, the inner lower self. So there's no heaven and hell. The heaven is in your mind. The hell is in your stomach, or your lower self. If we're talking about Leviathan or Tiamat, these are different regions with the same deity in different regions of the world. Okay, so enemas. Okay, people are like, ooh, that what you do? Yeah, enemas. Give yourself an enema. You can do it as much as possible. So like I would read the box of the one you get. Some of them you can do every day. Um, I would start out first, and then see how it gives you instructions on how to do it and all of that. So um, you can do this like every week to clean out, because sometimes when you don't clean out like this, you like drinking a lot of water and doing enemas. That's what does it. And your stomach, oh man, tell me about it. Like, it's once you clean out, I would eat first. Like that's stuff I'm working on, like making plans. Like I've done enemas before, for myself. So you make plans on how to attack. So this is like they say. All right, I'm gonna get back in that book. So hold on. Let me show you. Like they say, let them curse it that curse the day. Leviathan curses the day, or Tiamat curses the day, who are skillful to rouse Leviathan. So if you're skillful, that means you're finding ways to get to your inner serpent. remember your intestinal insides looks like a serpent, like a snake or a worm or whatever on the inside. How the flow of the food, when you chew everything down, it breaks down and goes down that system. It's a long cycle system, but drinking water pushes that shit through. All right. So, like as it says, who are skillful. See, it's skill. Like I was showing you how to about enemas. Okay. Other way, X-lax, you got to get it out. Get that creativity out. It's like he said, I gotta go to my dark place to bring it up to the light bringer. Um, Satan is a light bringer. Okay, so it's the same thing. They say, see, why is your stomach at the lower part of yourself? You know, this is like your second brain, but you're supposed to balance it with the heart. Okay, and you bring that idea up to your mind. All right, so let them curse it that curse the day, who are skillful to rouse Leviathan. Skillful to rouse Leviathan, using your mind to get to your inner self or inner demon self or the hidden God, as there's a book. I don't even have that book. I will just in case you can get your hand on your book, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Um, Aleister Crowley. Well, as you can hear, my beeper went off because I'm making some beans and rice. Trying to get it done early so you get your food, whatever, and then try not to eat the rest of the night. And then I'm gonna clean out. So I'm gonna clean out after I eat. Ooh, and drink a lot of whole shitload of water and get it going. And then I'm gonna take some deep sleep pills. Ooh, curse those who curse the day, to who are privy and skillful to rouse Leviathan. So find ways to find you a deep sleep. Get you a deep sleep. They have medications. The ancient Egyptians, our ancestors, highly melanated people, they didn't just use natural things. They used pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical is the practice of alchemy, to mix or to make of different substances to bring a gold, metals to bring a gold. So that's the case. Sometimes like those like drugs or whatever is not bad because if you're using it for a reason to get something accomplished. Those who are skillful to rouse Leviathan. So I'm using this, getting that deep sleep, getting to your inner self, who you really are, That's why that's one of the reasons why I don't show myself, because I don't have an ego like that. You know what I'm saying? When you able to get rid of that ego, you're not worried about. I mean, you care about your person, of course. So, but the thing is, you more worried about your insides, who you really are, and that can reflect on your outside. I don't have to say much. People be coming to me. I remember Christians, when, I was in the church and stuff. Christians, they always tell us go look for followers. They damn near making your mind up, damn near trying to make your mind up for you. But if somebody come to me, they made their mind to come to me, but it was for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that's another reason why I don't show myself what I look like. Reason why, because I know what that'll do, and I don't need that. Right? I don't need that. People need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. And I know how I look, and that's like, oh, he fits. No, I don't need that. That's why I put out so much information, because I don't let me being in front of a camera and people, no, because you don't. The thing is, like, I can walk up on anybody, you wouldn't know who I was. You know what I mean? Like I was driving one day. So the fuck what? I am who I am. I was driving one day and seen a blue pill, in front of somewhere. And somebody had a camera in front. They was speaking in front of them, and like, it wasn't the camera wasn't behind him. It was right on him, and he was speaking. So it's like people get used to seeing these people. So I just work on the inner more than the outside, but I do work on the outside. That's because I make the inner reflect. My reflection shows on the outside who I am. That's why I never show who I am, because I can move around. and move around. People won't know who I am and have to stop me all the time. I get stopped, but not because they know who I am, because of the light I reflect from the inside and it's reflecting from the outside. Okay, think about that. All right, we need to start thinking about that. 10-10 just passed. That's one like when you do that for your months, your days, your rituals, whatever you like to do. But that's a powerful day. If you ever get to watch the movie called Predator versus Alien, you will see why. Anyway, but yeah, those who are skillful in bringing out Leviathan. But I will give a visual too also, but I'm going to read a little bit more out of the book. Oh man, my stomach just growled now. I ain't eating nothing all day but some dark chocolate. So like that's it. And it's what, like damn near 3-4 o'clock. I was gonna eat some oatmeal, but why? You know what I'm saying? You build that strength up for the inside. Then you just push through that day. So you mainly all mind. No stomach is really just keeping you in your earthly. Because I find myself feeling so heavy, like, and sluggish when I be eating all the time anyway. Like that's why I be like, sometimes I'll do it and I'll make something, and you know what I'm saying, you can keep it moving after that. But sometimes you wanna shock the body so much to where it's like survival mode, chaos. All right, let me get back to where I was at. All right, let me start right here where it says Old Testament. Okay, that the Leviathan mentioned in Job, that's why I stopped there when I went to the verse, and elsewhere in the Old Testament is the Hebrew name given to the serpent Tiamat. And you'll find in Samaria, or later day, this day right now we call Iraq. They changed the names so you won't be able to go back to these books and go through the mythology. And reveals that there was in existence either a cult or scattered individuals who worship or called up the serpent of the sea or abyss. Indeed, the Hebrew word for abyss that is found in Genesis 1-2 is Hook tells us, S.H. Hook, as you can see here, is an author. He wrote Middle Eastern mythology. Mythology is way more powerful, so it's high science, okay? All right. Hook tells us, make sure I get this right. Hook tells us Tehum as a what? A Hebrew word. You find that in the Bible. I remember Ashe, Brother Jay from the X Clan, in the second album, Tehum, Where We Come From. Tehum, I'm like, I didn't know what he was talking about, but when I started doing my study, that album came out in what? God damn it, that album came out like 1994. This is then year 2020. That's 26 years ago. Like Tehum, Where We Come. Then later on he had a group called the Dark Sun Riders. Come on now, like Dark Sun is what? See, if I'm in one place, I'm going in my mind. I'm going through files so I can catch it. I can't see it, but I can see it in my mind. We flipping through files. The star Sirius, that's the actual real sun. The day sun is just an illusion to brighten up shit. Okay, let's keep it moving. Where was I? Right here. Tehum, where we come from, which the majority of scholars take to be a survival of the name of the chaos dragon. See, you get mad, you can cause chaos. You can use your magic as you get mad. A lot of white individuals can't really do it. They have a lesser count of melanin, but they can still do it. But you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I'm not I'm not an activist of them. But the thing is, I'm just showing if they can do it. Imagine if melanated people had their mind on straight. But they know, they said in a book a long time ago, our ancestors say it's going to be a group of people that look like Egyptians, but going to have the mind of their oppressor or the people that don't look like them. So what does that sound like, us in America? So we so entitled, or we feel so entitled to buy things and, you know what I'm saying, snake each other. No pun intended, snake each other, the great dragon. But like we damn near using our energy for the wrong reasons to go against each other, just like see who sold the most dope or see who and then we get into a situation because they talking about who sold the most dope and shit, who got the better clothes on and shit. It's all clothes that you don't make, that you giving money to somebody else. man, slap yourself for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, slap yourself for that. You know what I mean? For real. We become slaves, not with physical chains, but the chains are on your mind, your brain. The brain is just an illusion. Now the mind, the pineal gland. So your godhood is being chained up, and we don't even. Damn, you don't even know it. Didn't even know it. All right. The name of the chaos dragon, Tiamat, in the Hebrew text. So this is Sumerian, but they said like I was saying, you have different areas of location that have the same deities but different names, or different regions of places have the same type of deities but just different names, and the story will be slightly different. I'm trying not to be all over the place so you can understand. So I'm trying to keep it in line so you can understand. You can rewind if you don't get it. That's why I try to keep it as plain and clear as possible. Because sometimes I do talk fast. Sometimes. Okay, Tiamat in the Hebrew text. It is this Tiamat or Leviathan. See, they're the same, but just different names from for a different region. That is identified closely with Cthulhu or Cthulhu within the pages of the Necronomicon. Although both names are mentioned independently of each other, indicating that somehow Cthulhu is the male counterpart of Tiamat, similar to Absu. Okay, Absu um, would be Cthulhu, and that would be Absu would then be Kingu uh, for Tiamat. So we come from the blood and the body of Tiamat. That's why, like melanated people, you know what side you're supposed to be on, but they'll have you looking like Marduk or Jupiter is the side. Well, that's the one that killed the great dragon. So that's the reason why we down here. Marduk is down there, the son of God, or the son Ra, or the son of God, or however you want to put it. It's like the same. It's the same shit at just different locations or different areas. 7-Eleven just passed. My magic is strong. Well, 17-11. I know I see shit different. So that means if you down here in this illusion, you were put here by a lesser god from chaos. Okay? Looking through these different mythologies. Look into it. Okay? Look into it. All right, similar to Absu. Now I'm going to get into a little bit of a video, some video footage, so you can see that they put these things. That's why I do this, not just reading out of a book, but also going into something like some people are visual learners, and not some people don't like to read. So if that's the case, hey man, I got it both for you, man. I got it all for you. So that means you're not left out of the fold. You just now you can put it together by a visual, and now you're like, oh, now I can go out and read if I want to, make this shit make sense. No doubt, you got it, homie. You got it, sister. You got it. Let's go. But goddamn, what am I supposed to do? I'm in another book. I'm gonna show you the name of the book too. It says Kundalini, Fire Serpent. Kundalini is, remember Moses had the staff. It's from the snake turned into this. From the snake turned into the staff, and the staff he was able to part the Red Sea. The Red Sea is actually your back. The blood is in your back, and the Red Sea, when he was able to go up the Red Sea, and what he was doing was actually going up the spine. And so what he did was actually heading up the spine to the mind. So let my people go, freeing yourself and going into where your higher self, into your mind. So that's just an allegorical story that which was broke down to me, and I was like, wow, that really went over our heads, over my head for years, never understanding that until I started getting into this information. So hold on, let me show you the name of the book. Okay, it's Second Apep, Typhonian Vampire Magic by Michael W. Ford. More than likely, I'm going to get more into this book. He has a slew of other books too also, but this one actually stood out to me to where I was going to get another one, but I said, let me go into a more of a detailed overall feel. Okay, in the practice of tantric yoga, the source of energy, which is tantric, is like sex or positions. They say yoga, sexual positions. The source of energy and of the might of humanity is called Kundalini, the serpent. In your spine, you have the dragon. You see the medical symbol on top of hospital, and it goes up to wings. Sometimes they don't even have wings. I showed that in that Morehouse. It's a Morehouse video I have, where Morehouse don't even have Morehouse College. I was visiting Atlanta and seeing that they serpent. They don't even have the wings. That mean it means that it's not going to get people healed. They're just going to get people damn near still going. So that damn near, when people send their kids to that college, they're not damn near getting a full education. They're getting what people give them. So, and that's what mainly a melanated or so-called black or so-called black African American school. So when you go there, you damn near getting a lesser education of. So symbology is very important. So you can damn near see what things really mean. Okay, I need to go get that food out the pot in a little bit. I will. I'm gonna pause this after a little bit. Humanity is called Kundalini, the Shakti, and the fire snake. Well, Shakti you can find in Hindu mythology. Okay, Kundalini you see in Egypt. You see that in Hindu mythology too. Sumerian mythology, different mythologies. They just have different names for it. And the fire snake, as energy is concerned, Kundalini from a tantric perspective is nearly identical to what Luciferians called the black flame. Kundalini is the latent cosmic energy, which is the source of prana, breath, and vital energy, and virya, potency. In bringing these two energy sources together, called samarja, the feelings of intense empowerment around the two being joined is a balance of instinct, primal desire, and the spiritual and inner so-called mystical knowledge. This is the balance of the black and red serpent, essentially. Okay, Shiva is the husband of Kali. Kali is called by many tantric practitioners by the epithet Nataraja, the Lord of the dance, the cosmic dance in the bedroom, in the bed when you really putting it to your woman and giving it to you how she like it. Yeah, that's what we talk about. See, Kali is the female, Shiva is the male counterpart. See, like you had in the Necronomicon, you had Cthulhu and Tiamat, or Apsu, which is Kingu, and Tiamat. Okay, same thing. You can't have the male without the female, okay? You can't have the male without the female. Trust me on that one. There's way more into it. The Lord of the dance. You dance on the dance floor and the dance inside the bedroom. Bedroom, the same shit. Shiva holds the drum. The drum, you can look at it as your heartbeat. Your heartbeat controls the flow of what? The blood. Okay? The blood is very important. When we said the Red Sea, okay. In the drum, you can be a physical drum in your hands or your drum in your heart, which vibrates the sound of creation, and in other hand holds the fire of devouring the absorption. This fire is that which consumes the conscious mind, arousing it in bliss and ecstasy. Okay, left hand path practitioners, especially vampires, are able through practice and discipline absorb this energy in their subtle body, and while in bliss and seek to consume the consciousness of the symbol of Shiva itself. He has a symbol on his forehead. Remember how you see like the Hindu people with the red dot on their forehead? A lot of people don't. They would just make fun of it, but that means they're reaching for something. Some people really can't get. So, but they're reaching for it through their practice of learning their so-called religion, which is really mythology. Religion makes everything political. So right here, when he was saying this bliss and ecstasy, Shiva, he supposed to learn everything he can. He's supposed to learn everything he can and bring that and reach his illumination and bring that to Kali. And Kali is the female, and so she's the wild one. You know, they can both be. They're both actually wild, but she's the female counterpart of him. So he lets damn near her walk all over him because he's getting something accomplished with her, but only because he just lets her do it. Not that he just some bitch or whatever, but the thing is, because he knows that energy she holds is very a consuming energy, so he never give it up. So that's why, let me show you. That's why you see right here, Kali. is, what color is she? She's blue black, not just no light skin, light night complexion or whatever. How they have these later deities that change them, but Shiva is actually light because see on his forehead, like they have the red dot on their forehead. Same thing. He's reached his highest illumination. Remember they said it go. This is like people call the third eye, which is really the first eye, not the third eye. And he has the cobra. That means he has courage. He's went through a lot to get to the point where he's getting to in order for him to reach to his illumination. So he lets her step all over him in order to, because see how she has, like, she's collected souls and bodies over time. See that? The body, see the head of a victim? And he's gonna, his soul is gonna be one of the new ones around Kali's neck and around her waist. So, and she's damn near always naked. So, got her tongue out. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Damn near is the same thing as Bess. See, Bess has the tongue out. So they just thinking you got Megan Thee Stallion talking about you got the tongue out. That means sucking dick or giving fellatio. Well, it doesn't mean that. They just it's a misdirection. The industry. I'm gonna break that shit. I got a lot more shit to break up about this industry. I'm gonna slap a couple of people up real quick without even touching them. And see, like this, they have the tongue out. This is an old one. This is damn near New Zealand. But Best you can find in Egypt or Kemet. The name Kemet. Kemet, it means the land of the blackface. So if you find this in Greenland, that means we were all over the place. Melanated, highly melanated people when we made this. So see how she's damn near enlightened, and she has the moon on her forehead, on her crown too also, and she has that dot on her forehead because he's actually helping her learn. So she steps all over him because he knows the power she holds, and she knows the power that he holds. But she's the wild one. They're both wild, but because his hair is matted too also, that's the thing. They're both wild. So, but he doesn't mind it because he's receiving power and she's receiving power from him. It's an exchange, a fair exchange. But he's actually blue-black to begin with too also. But he's reached his illumination. That's why you see him in all white. So when you see, think about this. When they have the picture of Allah, you're not supposed to see, you can't see his face because it's so bright. No, because he's reached illumination. You can damn near blinding people with your light. Light. He said Satan or Lucifer is a light bringer. So like you have to go through your dragon and bring it up to your mind. That way people can see your light or feel your light. Like you feel, like they say, you feel me? You feel me? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, you're vibrating. They feel your vibrations. People wearing a shirt, good vibes. Yeah. Same shit. You vibrating, vibing. Yeah, we just vibing. I mean, getting used to the feel. I'm getting the feel. I had to get the quill. Shout out to Daylight, my nigga. But anyway, so I'm gonna get right into the actual visual. So I just wanted to show you a picture. With Kali and Shiva together. So she's devouring someone she's been with or been around. Her fine ass. Tear that ass up.
Unable to die, Jack. And I thought that even the tiniest hope of escaping this fate, I would take it. I would trade anything for it. Unable to die, Jack. And I thought that even the tiniest hope of escaping this fate, I would take it. I would trade anything for it.
It's funny what a man will do to forestall his final judgment.
I made a deal with him too, Jack. He raised the blood from the depths for you.
Well, he said to die and to live again. Well, it's not like a real physical death, but you can more likely go through something like a shooting and survive it, or a drowning and survive it, car crash and survive it, whatever it may be. To die and to live again, that means your higher guardian self, your higher self is actually keeping you around for something that you can actually do to actually push forward their agenda to keep the light going. We are only pawns to only to the higher deities. These higher deities are like they say, the hidden God. The hidden God is actually the heart behind your heart. It's actually your real heartbeat keeping you around. So when you when you go through these life threatening experiences, it's not just I'm so badass, no, it's not just that. I mean, people got they way of living, you know what I mean. But it's not just you; it's actually who you are, really. And these bodies are just the physical body is just a pawn to die and to live again. It means you have a purpose to get across and to do something with. So you can't deny your higher self just because you survive something like, I'm indestructible. I ain't gonna do what I'm supposed to do. Well, you gonna find out how destructible you can be when you're not staying on your path. All right, let's keep it moving.
13 years, you've been a captain. The technique is hacked.
Like he said, captain of a ship. This body just a ship. 13 years as a captain. See, you don't realize you already gone. But you only, this body, this vessel, the flesh is being used. So I accept it. I don't care about, as I say, I don't care about my physical being seen. That's why I never show my face like that. I don't care about that. My ego I suppressed it so much to the point where I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just here to do the work and wake up some shit, shake the world up. You know what I mean? But anyway, we back at it. So that's why he's still around. Jack was supposed to have been up out of here.
You're able to talk yourself out of this. The terms would apply to me, apply to you as well. One soul, bound to crew 100 years upon a ship.
Yes, but the Flying Dutchman already has the captain's order.
The crew of 100 souls bound to the ship. So you have souls. Now think about this now. You have souls or the Goetia. Very good example I'm going to show you right now. I have this book of the Goetia by Aleister Crowley and Gathers, I believe. Let me pull it out really quick and I'm going to get back to the movie. There's this book. I'm not going to pick it up. I have a lot to pick it up off the top of it. It's called After Death, the Dismemberment or Disembodiment of Man. And this book, After Death, the Disembodiment of Man, is by P.B. Randolph or Pascal Beverly Randolph. He was a melanated brother that was taken out, but that was like the father of Western metaphysical science. So they took him out, and all the other people took the information and used it. So we got to think about it. Our people wasn't ready for that, so he was we had to say we had to get a new body and get the information to the people, white folks.